list before? Well, first of all, if you want more Titan's Nest content, you can find it on my YouTube. !YouTube will grab you the link if you want to check that out sometime, and check out the other stuff that we've made for the deck. But this list is very different than our ones that we've played before. But it did go 5-1, which is very, very worth paying attention to. The main card here being Titan's Nest, an enchantment that people often aren't aware what it does. At the beginning of your upkeep, it lets you put the top card of your library into the graveyard if you don't want it. And you can exile stuff from your graveyard to cast spells that are coloured, without an X in their cost, by paying a colourless for every card you exile. So you're a Sultai-ish control deck using some cards that leverage the graveyard pretty well, or fuel them, such as Thirst for Meaning, Boon of the Wishgiver, and the like. How do you win most of your games is the question that we get a lot of the time. Well, this has more win conditions than we're used to, but we normally would say Shark Typhoon is the big one. There's a reason you're playing 4 of it, because the deck can very easily cast 1 mana copies of Shark Typhoon, which is really cool, and it leads to a lot of very, very lopsided games when you have multiples of these. This version, however, has got a couple other tools in it to win the game. It has a single copy of Scoot Swarm you can leverage in the late game by dumping tons of lands into play. It also has a copy of Kiora Best the Sea God, which you can ramp out as a 2-mana spell, make a massive Kraken, steal things, tap things, so on and so forth. And most importantly, which I think is very unique, it has 2 copies in the main deck of Emergent Ultimatum that lets you grab mono-coloured cards with different names and exile them. So your opponent lets you cast those spells. So it's a really powerful pseudo-draw engine that lets you flip the Scoot Swarm into play, flip a Shark Typhoon into play, or just cast Thirst for Meanings and stuff, which I think is very sweet. This list has some interesting choices in the sideboard as well, most importantly some Ugins, even though you can't cast it off a Titan's Nest, which I think is very, very different than what we were doing before. So, yeah, this is, I think it's Justin Leddy, but I could be wrong about the name. You could find their list on MTG Melee from the SCG Qualifier they played. I think this looks really sweet. It's very much up my street. So, looking forward to playing a couple of games with it on the ladder to see how we feel about it. So let's grab the deck. Oh, wrong format. Let's grab the deck and play a little bit of Nest for today. Little teeny tiny bit of Nest. I think it's a really sweet little deck, and I love Titan's Nest as a card. I'm just a really big fan of it, so give me any excuse. 2 seconds, guys. Just going to flick some lights on and I'll be right back. Starting to get a little bit dark, so I'm just going to fix my my webcam and my filters because it is dark. The beauties of streaming over multiple parts of the day, especially during the winter. Hopefully that fixes that one way or the other though. This looks reasonable to me. More than happy to keep this. Fervent Champion. We've got a mono-red player in our midst. Who plays mono-red these days? Gonna lead on Fabled Passage here, I think. And I'm gonna get either black or blue, so this is the other one. Rimrock Knight, wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the black source here. People doing all the crazy stuff. Don't remember the last time I played against mono red ever. It's been a while. Good chance I heart attack this Rimrock Knight. It's probably just the thing that needs to go. Either that or the Anax. Think I have to pop the Anax. Just take the hit from Rimrock. Opponent's got a good curve here for sure. 1, 2, 3. Does the job. Bum bum ba bum. Just update the stream title just a smidge. Cool. So yeah, this is awkward. We kind of need to find an extinction event or something. So I think I'm going to set up Salundi Visions so that I have a good chance of finding it. Or the best chance of finding it, I should say. Fireblade Charger. Wow, opponent's hand is good. Let's try and find a sweeper. No sweeper there. That is bad news. Yeah, very much got run over there. That's not good. But then again, we didn't know we were against mono red, so sure. Sure we can adapt accordingly. Let's just get all Doom Blades on deck. Get all the removal and the like in. And get rid of some of the clunky, unnecessary top end in a matchup like this, just to kind of leverage our ability to kill our opponent's stuff, stay alive, and yeah, not fucking die, I guess, is the important part. This is 2 Doom Blades and some top ends, so it seems fine to me. Probably going to go grab a green source off this Evolving Wilds. Whoop. And then play this as a black source, even though it makes this neutralize we just drew kind of awkward. Roiling Vortex. I'm going to cycle this away in that case. This card is dangerous. That's also just a lot of Shark Typhoons. Like, okay. Kargan Intimidator. Can't need to hit my lands, so I'm going to make a Shark here. Okie dokie. Extinction Event isn't a bad draw, but it's not really what we're looking for right now. Just going to pop this Intimidator. And likely make another 1/1 Shark. Keep working our way towards Ashiok and the late game. Try and prevent too much damage coming from this Roiling Vortex. Another Intimidator. Sure. Robber of the Rich. I think I'm still making the 1/1 here. Kind of need to hit my land drops. Whether I block or not is a different story. He just doesn't attack. Strange. I think I'm fine just Extinction Eventing this board, honestly. Currently I'm ahead on the Vortex, so it's just about keeping the board clear. Oh, Phoenix of Ash is a very annoying one. I'm very, very soft to that one at the moment with the Extinction Event gone. So I can nest into Typhoon this turn, but it means that I have to hope to not be very, very dead. But I think it's correct. Let's grab a black source here. And then cast this Shark Typhoon. Whoop. I think 14 is healthy enough for this to be okay, but I'm certainly not 100% sure. And next, follow up. I'd like this eliminate. That seems pretty good. So let's... How many cards are in my opponent's graveyard? 1. So the Phoenix isn't coming back at the moment. At least, not straight away. So let's pop that, make a shark. That's fine. I don't care about gaining life this turn, that's no big deal. And then blue, black, exile 2 cards, and pay a mana to cast the Ashiok. Oh, I forgot to let that resolve. Thankfully, that's not going to cost me. I was like, oh, yeah, Anax. My bad. Like a 5/5 shark. Again, just about buying time here. It's going to bounce the Anax. Pass the turn for now. Bum, bum. Recast it, no worries. It's fine by me. Bone Crusher on the Ashiok kind of sucks. I'll live with it, but we were obviously hoping to fade that. I'll pop the Anax again here, make another 2/2 shark. And would love to draw a good one. That is a good one. I will keep that. Happy to leave my cards in the graveyard, to be honest, to start with it. Don't think I need to exile 2 cards just yet. Drawing an enchantment to discard there is huge, by the way. That's a really big deal. Let's try and take game 3. Try to take game number 3. What is going on with Stream Beats today? It really doesn't want to behave, just keep itself ticking over, which is a shame. I have to keep giving it a quick nudge. Bum, bum, bum. Oh god, that hand is non-functional cards. That's slightly better. I think I'm willing to... bottom a land here, and I think it's just... It's actually kind of awkward, because I want to be able to play Neutralize. I think it's just Fable Passage to give myself the best chance of being able to do everything. Hey, Ride, how you doing? The Sultai Garuda deck, if you mean Sultai Karuga, I played that earlier today. It was actually the first deck I played when I went live today. If there is a Sultai Garuda deck, I haven't seen it. Yeah, it was, we played it for the first, like, 2 hours of the stream. This is actually the first match we've played with Nest. It went pretty well. Like, some of the numbers feel a little bit unrefined, like there's some work to do. But it felt pretty promising, honestly. It was pretty cool. Really enjoyed it. I think there's definitely some potential there. I'll almost certainly play a little more of it, I would think. About discard spells that work with Karuga, it's just Palaka Predation, right? Like, if you want discard spells that work with Karuga, you want Palaka Predation. The land discard spell. Yep. Alright, slowly working our way towards something. We need to find a way to actually pressure our opponent before this Vortex kills us. But other than that, we're looking fairly healthy at the sec. I think for me, I'm just like on the fence as to whether it's supposed to be a Great Henge deck. Like I just feel like with Love-Struck Beasts and stuff in my deck, I should just be playing the Great Henge. So I don't know. But it was really sweet. Karuga didn't do very much, but honestly, the rest of the deck was pretty solid. Sultai mid-rangey stuff. It's pretty cool. I think I'm just slamming Ashiok here, honestly. I don't think I can afford to wait. I honestly think Pelakka Predation's pretty underplayed anyway. The card's, like, quite good. Yeah, I think I cast it twice as well, I want to say. I drew, like, 1 card and 2 cards, respectively. Yeah, I know. I drew 2 cards at least once. I don't remember how many cards I drew the other time. I don't think it was very many, but I could be wrong. I think so. I really enjoyed playing it, and if you're interested, I will probably be making this morning's stream into a YouTube video, so I imagine our games with it will go on YouTube in the next couple days, so if you pop on over there and make sure you're subscribed, you'll be able to check it out when it does. And I'll probably almost certainly play it some more as well, but... I think I want a Titan's Nest here. I knew you were already subbed. I type it out of habit, mainly because there might be someone else who's watching who isn't. But yeah, it was really cool, it was really unique, so I think there's a good chance I make a video out of it. Get some games up. See if I can bait my opponent into pumping this thing. You're playing the 5k right now? 5k's sweet. I'll read the rest of that message in just a second. Opponent went for the cleave, which is like even better for me. On Demir Rogues, ran back the same list as last time. Nice, keep it up, buddy. Good luck in round 2. Good luck, good luck. I hope it goes well for you. That went well for us as well. Looking forward to playing that. That was pretty cool. We obviously got run over in game 1 from not knowing what we were against, but felt pretty clean in game 2 and game 3. I like it. I like it a lot. Okie dokie. Oh, stuff. We have stuff. Mastery Orb. Getting closer and closer to getting all the lovely art styles. I think I get to pick up Kazandu Mammoth now, because I was on the green tree. Yeah. Soon it will be only blue left to have to do. What's the new store bargains? Is there any stonks today? Pithing Needle. 9 lives. No, I don't think so. I don't think I want any of these. Let's crack the boosty. And then we'll get back on with another couple games of Nest. Wayward Guide Beast. Thank you. Let's go. That felt pretty cool. NTLT 33. Okay. Against Orion Sky Nomad, this is probably a keep. You would like to find a green source pretty damn quick, but Orion is never going to be fast, I would think. And, like, guaranteed Nest is kind of important against them. Would rather this be blue-black Orion than, like, Esper Doom, because that would be much harder. Drawing the green source is nice. Means we can just thirst our way into Nest a lot of the time. Okie dokie. Slow and steady, folks. Slow and steady. Opponent will omen at the end of the turn. That's more than fine. Looking like blue-black here. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay. Getting neutralized. Okay. Well, that means I can get this down and resolved, which is nice. I want to get a green source off of this to make my way towards the ultimatum. That's the important part. Don't want to see white source Doom Foretold here. That would make me sad. To put it in the bluntest possible way. Sugar, sugar, feel good. Moonpig. Christmas season, can you tell? Okay, nice. Successfully untapped. Salundi Visions. I think I'm going to bin that. Didn't want to see another nest. That's not great. So, 2 cards in the bins. If I go 3 and 4, I can actually try and pump out this Seagate Restoration this turn. Which I think is possibly something I should be doing. Yeah, go on. Let's do that. Try and dump Seagate Restoration on turn 5. 4 mana Seagate seems a reasonable attempt. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Omens in response, looking for the counterspell. Dun, dun. Opponent does top, but this does resolve, so 50-50, that's probably fine, right? Gets Ashiok down. We have too many Titan's Nests and also both of the ultimatums at the moment, which is kind of painful. If you want to bounce the nest, I'm actually kind of happy with that, I think. Bum, bum, bum. Does create a 2-3, no worries. I'm going to bin this. I really wish Hagra Maulin could kill Planeswalkers. Like, I really do. I guess I can play another nest and hold up Neutralize. Like, we're in bad shape here. We need to find a way to handle this Ashiok, but if we can handle it, I think we're fine. Sadly, that does exile. It'd be way cooler if it didn't. Making another 2-3. Cling to Dust. I mean, I'm just going to exile this in response so that my opponent doesn't draw the card. And I guess in that world, I just Heartless Act one of these as well. Am I cycling this? I don't think so. What is going on today with Stream Beats? It's been very uncooperative. I got greedy, binned both of these, and now I regret it, obviously. I just had to try and find an answer to this. Tried to find the answer to Ashiok and did not. What do now? Good chance it's just pass, honestly. Opponent would like to wamp up their Crawling Barons. Oh, that Ashiok is very good, isn't it? Don't think we're beating that. Does cast? It does cast, so I can counter one of the spells, technically. Does ultimately Ashiok. First for meaning, Boon of the Wishgiver, Seagate Restoration. It's a lot of cards, man. It's a whole lot of cards. Should have stacked him in the other order, but I'm going to try and counter the Restoration anyway, because it's the one that draws the most cards. Don't know how we beat this amount of card draw, though. Opponent's hand will just be like the perfects. Oh my gosh, so many cards. Huh. Bottom's the scry. Nine cards in hand. Let's just pop this 2/3 before opponent moves to discard. Does use a negate on it, which is terrifying, honestly, if you have that many resources to burn. I want this. I would like this Shark Typhoon, I think. So, blue source. Crunch. Let's eat cards. 4, 5. And 6. Cast it. Does resolve, which means we are passing the turn for now. Cling to Dust himself, he learnt his lesson after the first time. Reasonable. Yeah, he needed to fade that one, unfortunately. Did not. Does -6. Yep. I think I'm willing to move on to game 2. It's pretty lopsided there. I don't think I played that very well. I think that's much more easy to navigate than I made it look. Definitely kind of poorly navigated, I think. Excuse me. Let's try something like this. Little something. See how our opponent chooses to respond to the information they've received about playing this matchup as well. Let's go. Play first. This is fine. I think this is actually probably more than fine. Little slow, but definitely on the fine side. Okay. Hold up dispute. Seems more important than playing a tap land next turn anyway, probably. Agonizing remorse feels bad, man. Didn't really want to see that. Didn't really want to see Kiora Best the Sea God either. Alright. Titan's Nest gone means this hand is much clunkier than it was a minute ago. Maze Mind Tome. Can't do anything about that. Pretty sure I'm happy just to pass here again. Keep making our way towards the end game. Either cycle the Shark and or Thirst here. Opponent is playing hard around this dispute, mainly because they can. They have no reason not to. I am going to discard this Kiora Best Sea God, mainly because I don't think it's ever going to resolve. More of the same here, I think. I'm likely to start making sharks now, but... Omen of the Sea. Opponent's just going to keep sculpting their hand. I'll burn this dispute pretty shortly. I think it's getting to the point where it will get no value if I don't. 2 bottom. Yep. I get priority back for so many things on Arena. The amount of times I'm like, oh, I forgot to click. This is starting to get rather annoying. I might fight over this. Second tome is a lot. Second tome, definitely a lot. Opponent, happy to pass the turn there. I'm going to cycle this migration path. It's not likely to be doing a ton otherwise. Don't really want to tap that low. So more of the same, very slow, grindy, controlling Magic currently. Opponent, unfortunately, the one with the Maze Mind Tome. Oh, what is going on with you today? My opponent knows about this, so I'm going to make a 4/4 Shark. I don't think there's anything that punishes me for tapping out a Dispute EOT, but I haven't played this matchup basically at all, so if there is, I could be wrong. Kills the Shark, that's fine. Scoot Swarm and a Cragplate Baloth. So you're saying there's a plan? Because I have a plan. It involves Scoot Swarms. Kind of wish I kept the migration path now, honestly, but there is only one of these in the deck, so it wasn't particularly likely that I drew it. So, I think it's fine. Ashiok, well, you know I'm going to fight you over this because I have to. You know about the dispute, which means I assume you're disputing back. Or negating. Yeah. Sure. Creates the 2/3. Alright, let's thirst. Wow. Sure. That's a lot of gas. Would love to have a nest, but no nest as things stand. Let's make some more Scooty Boy geniuses. Scooty Boy genius. Let's see what's going on over there, right? Because I can still cast the Baloth, which I'm going to do. No! Please leave, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. This does not have trample. I think this is fine though. That might have been bad. Maybe I should have sent the Scooties over here to guarantee points of damage. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Okay. This is probably a land drop. Ooh, nest. Maybe it's not. 10 cards. Blue, black, green, 1. Nest. Blue, blue. 1. 2. Let's boon. And if we draw a land with boon, there's a chance that the Seagate isn't a land at that point. 4. Cast it. We do. Nice, nice, nice. So, is there an island left in my deck? 3 islands. 1, 2... believe so. So I should be able to Fable Passage. Make all the Scooty Boys. Island. Scooty Boys. Oh man, this is just Magic at its finest. Everything Magic should be. 2, 3. It is indeed. I'm sure he's doing fine. He'll come back and let us know how the round's going after he's done, I'm sure. Let's take the Typhoon. Don't care about the Orion too much. Peak Magic. 6 and 3 in draft. Oh, you're welcome for the energy, man. Congratulations. Enjoy your prizes. Sky Noodle is for the opponent. Hopefully you open some good stuff. Gonna bin the swamp here, pretty happily. Another thirst. Alright, so have I got 4 cards in the bin currently? I've got plenty of cards in the bin. Let's lead on Seagate Restoration. I'm going to try and leave the Kiora, Best of Sea God, and the Shark Typhoons in the bin in case I find Balaged Recovery. Because I would like to pick them up if I do. Duress. Blue, blue, blue. Seagate Restoration. Neutralize. Sure, I would like to Thirst in Response in case I draw a counterspell. What if I draw Counter Magic? This deck's just... I love Titan's Nest so much. The card's just so baller. That is not Counter Magic. I'm going to discard... I really want the lands, honestly. Alright, I'll be good. I'll be good. The neutralize resolves. Scoot. Ashiok. Oh god, I got disputed. I didn't play around it. I very easily could have played around it, I'm just a dummy. Alright, so if I send 7 Scoots, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the Ashiok can't survive. Crunch. Literally should have just exiled some cards to play around that, but I didn't because I'm a moron. All good, never mind. Yeah, this is fine. I would rather the Orion stay in play. Don't Ugin me, bro. He's looking for it. To bottom. Scoot, scoot. Heck yeah. Alright, game 3. Let's go. Let's take this down. Scooty boy genius. Howdy, howdy, everyone is hanging out, by the way. Nice to see so many new faces checking us out at a different time of day. If you haven't already, do consider chucking us a follow. Would be cool to see you again. Bum, 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 bum. Game number tray. This hand is loose. Given the triome, I think it's fine, but the word is loose. It is definitely loose. That helps a little bit, actually. So let's go get a swamp off of this. Bum, bum, bum. Opponent will omen in response. Sure, no worries. To bomb. So swamp off of this, which means I should be able to draw a spell, which is great. So I play this tap now and duress so that I can hold up neutralize and thirst for meaning next turn. Apparently my opponent had a similar idea. Similar idea. Metal Gear is brilliant, my dude. Just some fantastic storytelling. I'm glad you're enjoying the story for what it is. Enjoy having your heartstrings pulled. It is a truly phenomenal piece of storytelling. I kind of wish I could fight over this. But given that I can't, I think I'm going to let this go. Well, I can, but I lose the dispute anyway. So I would rather thirst, try and force my opponent to dispute the thirst, and then land Titan's Nest. Excuse me? You didn't dispute my thirst for knowledge? Why? That's extremely rude. Also, this is a lot of lands. Now what? I really need this to resolve, so I think I pass. I was really hoping my opponent would bite on that thirst, and they just didn't. Maybe. Like, if I cycle the Typhoon, I end up without a payoff for Nest, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm not sure the Nest is going to be ending up in play anytime soon, so I think this is fine. I have to do something, otherwise my opponent just sits here with a tome all day and draws cards. Ashiok. You have my attention. Whoop. You are under duress. Please show me your hand immediately. Extinction event. Alright, well I'm going to take this then, in which case, and chuck the Nest out. Don't you dare. Still a chance he finds a dispute. One top, don't do it. Okay. I was like, oh, please don't. Like, puts Urian in hand. Sure. Ooh, that's not bad. 8 cards in the bin? Yeah, please. Let's keep that. That seems good. Crack. Need more blue here, so just going to fetch up blue mana. And I'm going to go blue, black, exile 3. Two. And Trey. Cast an Ashiok. Omens in response is completely fine. Not entirely sure I'm going to be able to win a fight over this Urian, though, which is kind of scary. 2 top. Oh, dear. Okay, this is looking a little shaky. Which is weird to say, given how in command we feel, but I don't think I can win the fight over this noodle. My opponent is top 2 and has all the flicker targets in the world. So this could be interesting. Definitely be interesting. You may draw another card. Oh, no, you're scrying. Okay, that's because you're Urianing. Sure. I have to try and win this fight. Because I would really like this to not resolve. Boop. Unfortunately, we do get disputed. If I draw a dispute, I can't cast it. So sure. I think I'm going to do this now, though, however, so that I can play around my opponent drawing Dispute off of Orion's triggers. If they have another one already, it's a bit shit, but there's nothing I can do about it. Nice, okay. Just spinning our wheels. Opponent's about to draw a lot of cards. Two top. Oh dear. I am scared. And again. There's a good set of cards on top of my opponent's deck. Yikes. I will keep a negate. That seems pretty darn good, honestly. So. Crack. Just need blue mana, really. I don't need an awful lot else. This is going to make a 2-3. There's no point bouncing anything. It doesn't really get me anywhere. Blue. Let's exile 2 more cards. Fable Passage. And what am I less likely to pick up if I hit Balaged Recovery? I guess one of the 2 Thirst for Meanings, because I don't need 2. Well, I don't need 3, honestly. So let's get thirsty. Okay. Alright. We cooking. I have played a land this turn. So, blue, blue, blue. 1. Why does Titan's Nest require so much clicking? 2. 3. And what am I less likely to pick up? I guess Titan's Nest itself. Seagate Restoration. Nice. How many cards are down here, sorry? 5? I think I just need to be able to hold up negate, sadly. So, no attacks, off you go. I haven't been live the entire way, Ash, but I've been live for a few hours now this morning, and enjoying myself in the process. That needs to not happen. Stay away from my Scoot Swarm. How are you today? Thank you for stopping by, dude. I kind of want this. Kind of want this. Hopefully you're doing well. We're having some fun with Sultai decks in general, but mainly Titan's Nest. God dang it! What is wrong with stream beats today? It's just bugging out constantly. I am sad. This game's been sweet, by the way. Does go with taking the Shark Typhoon. I suppose the Extinction event makes this less scary. Okay, if they attack, I'm definitely blocking to try and keep the Ashiok safe. Yep. I'll cycle this end of turn. How many cards are left in my deck? I definitely want that. 26. Alright, let's start by attacking with the 2/2/3s to see whether Ashiok hits anything cool. Solemn Simulacrum, negate. So not really. This is wild. 6 cards. So blue... and 5. So I'm going to keep negate in the bin currently as the most impactful thing. Cast a Shark Typhoon. That's unfortunate. I think I'll cycle to try and hit a counterspell. Better lucky than good, folks. Better lucky than good. All right. Not going to play the Scoot out here because I think the Extinction event is probably going to have to fire pretty soon. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Putting the tank on this scry. Seeming like a difficult decision to make. Let us see. Tap land, okay. Yep. Actually, I'll take 4 this time. Opponent knows the contents of my hand, so they are holding on to that event. I will keep this neutralize. Alright. 2-3. Combat. Attacks. Triggers. This has been uber sweet, by the way. I've really enjoyed playing this. It's just very much my cup of tea. Yep. And then... I feel like I'm about to force this Extinction event anyway. I think I just pass, honestly. I don't think I need to extend any further. I'll stick some counters on their crawling barons. Seems reasonable. I don't trust them making it into a creature here. If they're making it into a creature, they want me to kill it because they know about this aggro mauling. So I'm not going to do that. There's no way they make this into a creature if they don't want it to die. Just don't believe it. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, opponent can scry yet again. It's fine by me. Bum, bum. Scry's the top, okay. What does that mean? Does burn the Extinction event. Am I supposed to fight this? Yeah, I think so. Think I just fight this with the neutralize. Opponent fights back. which is fine. So they're going to name even. I'm then going to Hagramauling this Urian at the end of the turn. Well, after the extinction event, not at the end of the turn. Make a 4/4. Okay. Yes. Library. Library. Yeet! I would like to keep on top of my deck. Seems reasonable. Hell yeah! That deck's pretty ace, man, honestly. Really enjoyed playing that. It's a whole lot of fun.